Most people notice inflation only when something feels wrong. You go to the store, buy the same items you always buy, and suddenly the price is higher. You didn't change your habits. Your income didn't increase. But somehow, your money buys less than it used to. That silent change is inflation. In this video, we're going to explain inflation in the simplest way possible. No complex terms.
No confusing charts.
Just clear ideas, everyday examples, and a calm explanation so you truly understand what inflation is, how it works, and why it affects your life. Welcome to Simplified Finance, where money and investing are explained clearly. Let's start with the basics. Inflation simply means that prices rise over time, and as a result, the purchasing power of money falls. In other words, the same amount of money buys fewer things than it did before. Think of money like a measuring cup. Years ago, one cup could buy you a full basket of groceries. Today, that same cup buys less. The cup didn't change, but what it could buy did. A simple example makes this clearer. Imagine a loaf of bread that costs $1 today. If inflation is high, that same loaf might cost $2 in the future. The bread didn't suddenly become better. Your dollar just became weaker. That's inflation. Now, why does this happen? One common reason is demand. When more people want to buy something than there are products available, prices tend to rise. If everyone suddenly wants the same item, sellers raise prices because they can. Another reason is cost. If it becomes more expensive for businesses to produce goods, they pass those costs on to customers. Higher fuel costs, higher wages, or supply problems all lead to higher prices. There's also the role of money itself. When more money is created and circulated in the economy, each individual unit of money becomes less valuable. Think of it like slicing a pizza. If you slice the same pizza into more pieces, each slice gets small. Now here's the part many people don't realize. Inflation doesn't feel dramatic day to day. It feels slow, quiet, almost invisible. You don't notice it after one grocery trip, but over months and years, the effect is powerful. This is why older generations often say things like, "Back in my day, this used to cost so little." They're not exaggerating. Inflation quietly changed the value of money over time. Now let's talk about how inflation affects you personally. The first impact is on savings. If your money is sitting in cash and not growing, inflation is slowly eating away at it. Imagine putting ice cubes on the table. They don't disappear instantly, but over time, they melt. Cash works the same way during inflation. If inflation is higher than the return on your savings, your money loses real value even if the number in your account stays the same. The second impact is on income. If your income doesn't rise as fast as prices, you effectively become poorer over time. Even if you're earning the same salary, your lifestyle may shrink because everything costs more. This is why people feel like they're working harder but not getting ahead. The third impact is on spending behavior. Inflation changes how people think. When prices rise quickly, people rush to buy things sooner, fearing higher prices later. This behavior can actually push prices even higher. Now, here's an important point. Inflation itself is not always bad. A small amount of inflation is considered normal in a healthy economy. It encourages spending, investment, and growth. Problems arise when inflation becomes too high or unpredictable. High inflation creates uncertainty. People struggle to plan. Businesses hesitate to invest. And everyday life becomes more stressful. So how do people protect themselves from inflation? The first step is understanding it, which you're doing right now. The second step is avoiding keeping all your money idle. While savings are important for emergencies, long-term money usually needs to grow faster than inflation to maintain its value. This is where investing often comes into the picture. When money is invested in productive assets, like businesses, it has the potential to grow over time. While investing involves risk, it also provides a way to outpace inflation in the long run. Think of it like walking up a moving escalator. Inflation pushes you backward slowly. Investing helps you walk forward so you don't lose ground. Another important habit is focusing on skills and income growth. People who improve their skills and increase their earning potential tend to handle inflation better than those who stay stagnant. Now let's clear up a common misconception. Inflation is not a punishment for individuals. It's a complex economic outcome influenced by many factors. Blaming yourself for inflation doesn't help. Understanding it does. Once you understand inflation, you stop seeing rising prices as random. You see the pattern. You adjust your decisions. You plan better. And that's the real power of financial education. Inflation teaches one major lesson: money left alone does not stand still. Over time, it either grows or loses value. The goal isn't to panic. The goal is to be informed. If you understand inflation, you're less surprised by rising prices, less stressed by economic news, and better prepared to make smart financial choices. If this explanation helped you understand inflation more clearly, subscribe to our channel for more calm, beginner-friendly explanations about money, investing, and personal finance. By the way, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research or consult a qualified financial professional before making financial decisions. Inflation may be invisible, but its effects are not. Once you see how it works, you're no longer confused by it. You're informed. And that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.